Hello everyone, and today we're gonna take a look at the Plero Shinkalian Ultra Illusion Electric Cargo. Now, the box is your typical Karatomi box, and if you're wondering, I don't have my tripod, so this is gonna be a bit crazy. What I really love about most Karatomi's boxes is that they show you how to insert the batteries on the typical train models. There are instructions included, but I can't read Japanese, so I'm glad they're pictorial. Now, I've already opened this box in a test to see if it will work with me. Well, if you know me, I collect both Transformers and Tom's Trackmasters, as well as wooden railways and push-alongs. Well, and if you're wondering, I got this thing yesterday as part of my Christmas wish list. Well, yep, there's evidence the cardboard's slightly warped. Well, let's get it out. We're good. Flatbed. Additional drill pieces. Oops. And the main bulk of the container weapon. And finally, the engine itself. I usually don't read much of the directions unless I can absolutely not figure something out, so I'll just put these to the side. Alright, back on my stand. Sorry. Alright. Pulling these out of the bag, this thing's in a pretty good red, gunmetal gray, blacks, and silver, with a bit of pale blue for the headlights. This is on both sides. Normally you'd need screws to get the shell off, but for this, it's just a simple switch. And if you're wondering, this thing takes a AA battery. And you need a screwdriver to remove the casing. Get this off here. Screws coming off. And slap it in and push this down. If you're wondering, I'm doing this impromptu. Okay, and slap the lid back on and lock it shut. Alright, speed test. Put this up, which I not done. So it's on, and here goes. Okay, let's see how it goes. Whoa! Karatomi's definitely done a fast job on this sucker. Alright, time to put up the switch. And here she comes. Alright. Now, if you're wondering, yes, it has a front coupling, but on most Play-Rail items, they're the type of couplings you use to push an unmotorized item. I've had a Trackmaster Harvey, Emily, and Molly before, so I'd understand. What I also like about this is it can be pulled around by this Trackmaster Henry I have. And if you're wondering, this diesel unit uses a AA, which is the same one I put in Henry here. Not as fast as the diesel, but he's still pretty quick. Right then. Unhooking the diesel. Let's check out the flat car. This thing's just... The Shinkansen line uses transforming bullet trains that combine into a robot, though only the train and locomotive ends, do so. The middle car's made 2 shells on this thing, and in case you haven't noticed, the shell pops off and the side pieces peg onto 2 hidden pegs on the side of the chassis, so you can motorize the train. This flatbed unit also features 5 holes to store the additional accessories of the robot units. Well, some assembly required, so take the main container body, open up, sorry, I'm doing this off camera, but I'm a bit in a rush, and you got most of the container. The remaining bits. In case you haven't noticed, I can't read the directions because they're Japanese and I don't know that. But I can still figure things out. Open up the extra bag. If you're wondering, the locomotive itself is mainly going to my Thomas set, but the Transformers can definitely use the flat car. And we got a jackhammer unit and 5, make that 4 panels. Alright, how this thing works. Collapse the tip and press this here button and kapow! Alright. Lift this up. Peg it in to make sure the button's facing up. And in case you haven't noticed, this thing's pegging in by ball joints. Fold it in. This side panel goes in like this. So does this one. These little suckers, they go with the container, but not on the container itself. On the flat car. Put it on the pegs. And yes, if you want, you can remove them. Alright, pegs attached. And that's all she wrote. If you're wondering what the pegs are for, line it up. Boom, securely attached. And yes, it features the same style coupling as the locomotive. Another test run we go. And as a Japanese conductor train, it puts in door. Yep, really fast. The one thing limited Japanese, and that's just by watching cartoons. Flip a switch, and beached. If you're wondering, this thing's switch is a lot smoother than most Trackmaster trains. And yes, it can, and both of these guys can be towed by Henry, or any other Trackmaster train for that matter, or play rail. So, away we go. Now the weapon itself, the container I mean, and in case you haven't noticed from that mention earlier, the container turns into a weapon. To do that, just fold out the jackhammer bit after pulling the container off, snap it in place, fold out these panels, and slide up this joint. And we got the jackhammer weapon. If you're wondering, I have a Titan's Return Perceptor here to test if it fits. And yes, it does. But the thing's pretty honking huge compared to Perceptor. And like before, kabam! Well, that's been my review. And in case you haven't noticed the take-along James face here, that's gonna be part of a custom project of mine. Does it fit? Oops. Maybe, but I'm gonna have to hollow it out. Well, that's been my play rail review. And I'll see you all next time.